Hey guys, it's Jason of Stealthy SK. I'm now nearing my 4th week of gameplay. For my next video, it's going to be an account update and a showcase of all the progress I've made so far. I plan on putting a ton of effort into it. I'm hoping to condense it down to less than 20 minutes. Anyways, when it comes to video gaming, I have two goals. One is that I'm very competitive, and two is that I love to help out people. Now, if I can go back in time 2 years, level up to 280, 290, and be able to help people with all the knowledge I've gained since then, I would love to do that, but obviously I can't. But what I can do, and what I did do, is a lot of research. Not only do I have 300 plus hours on the private servers, I also have the time I've spent on this server and all the help I've gained from other people. I decided to make a Google Sheet that has a checklist and all the things you need to know at the beginning of the game that I didn't know, that would have helped me out. So hopefully it helps someone out. Even if it helps one person, the time I put into it is worth it. Now currently it's in a really rough draft state, but I will be updating it constantly, so keep an eye out for that. I'm now going to quick go over it just to show you guys all the stuff that's in it and what you can benefit from using it. Now to start off with the sheet, I have a brand new starting guide. These are all spitballed off the top of my head, so I'm going to be missing things which I will be updating. Now to be able to edit this document, you're going to go to File, and you're going to go to Make a Copy, so you'll be able to change it yourself, because you're able to do stuff like checklist, so when you're done, you're able to see your progress and remember what you've done and what you haven't. Now, some games are on kind of rails where you do specific things in specific orders. In this game, you can do most of these in whatever way you want. There's a few of them where, like, getting level 200 before you do your arcane quest lines and stuff like that. But besides that, a lot of it is not streamlined. So you can do most of these in whatever order you want. This is the order I just recommend you do things in. Next is your links. So you're able to have 12 links in game. These just give you power for your next characters or your main character. I recommend doing it in this order, starting from Ho Young going down to Arc, then Hayato down to Luminous. This will be your basic links to start with, that I recommend. And then when you go to bossing, I recommend dropping the 3 leveling things, so Comma Blessing, Elven Blessing, and Rune Persistence. And then you're going to be replacing it with Noble Fire, Pirate's Blessing, and I accidentally put Elven's Blessing, but that'll be swapped too with Fury Unleashed. After you got those links, I recommend leveling 2 more mages to get a level 6 Imperial Knowledge, because you're able to combine them. 2 more thieves, so you're able to get level 6 thieves. And then 3 pirates, so you're able to get 3 pirates blessings. Now I have a leveling guide. This is just how I do it. I just go to, if there's no quest line for the character, some of the quest lines give you to 30, some of them don't, like for explorers. I recommend killing the mixed golems until 30. And doing the 4 theme dungeons. You could do these in any order. Rhino Straight is probably the best one to do because it gives the best gear. Once you finish that, you'll be around level 71. I go to Shaft 4, I kill there until 75, then I move to Lab B3, and then I move to Skynest. Now, you can try Skynest 2. Make sure you Star Force your gear first. You have to have at least 5 Star Force. If you're not able to kill there, just go to the regular Skynest. At level 110 to 130, I recommend going to Forgotten Passage, and then from there on, I'll start adding the rest of the levelings. Now for the next part, I finished the Gold Beach guide. I will be working on the other 3 theme dungeons, just so you don't get stuck when you're leveling it for the first time. But once you do it for the first time, you'll be able to kind of speed run through all of them. Now, as you can see on the bottom, I do have more tabs for more things coming. So starting with the dailies, I actually forgot to put arcane dailies on here, so I'll quick add that. Now that that's done. Anyways, I do recommend you prioritize your arcane dailies, just so you get your arcane symbols up which gives you a lot more stat. Especially at the beginning, if you're starting at a level 1 symbol, you'll be getting levels almost daily for your arcane, which gives you stat and it gives you more power to level up. After that, I then recommend you do your daily bosses. Um, like it says on here, just press T or F4 or whatever your key is to open up your boss menu. And if you want to see what bosses you're missing, you can just go to clear status and it will have them X'd out whether you've done them or not. Now another extra thing you can do is Monster Park. If you go to any main town, you can open up your quick move and Monster Park will be inside the little portal. You just click Monster Park, and if you open up your cash shop, you can buy them for like 3.5 mil a ticket for 5, and you can do up to 7 a day. You get 2 free ones. Now I recommend you do the highest level you can each day, but most people recommend you at least do Sundays because when you open the boxes, you get 2 times the coupons. Well, 2 times EXP, sorry. I also recommend you do Saturdays as a priority because you can get any one of the days, including Sundays, so you can also get EXP from Saturdays. Now, real quick, this boss is called Ursus. All you have to do is kill monsters either 20 levels below you or 20 levels higher than you for 300 of them, and then during 9 to 1 PSC, it's going to be 2 times the Meso, which ends up being 35 mil, and you can do it 3 times a day, and the same thing for 5 to 9 PST. So make sure you do it during the time that's appropriate. Now I also added this progression tracker. What it does is just shows every single thing in the game that you need to do daily. So daily bosses, daily quests, even the weekly stuff. So if you think you're forgetting something, just make sure you double check this list. Now once you've killed your bosses, you can click on this guy in the bottom left, which is the main town thing again, and then you can sell all your blue crystals that you pick up from your bosses, and that's how you make most of your meso at the beginning of the game before you're able to start farming. I've started to add some of the calculators, so at the beginning of the game, all stat is equal to about 8 main stat. Later in the game, it is equal to less than that or more than that. I'm actually not too sure. But until like 30k stat, this is gonna work just fine for you. Just to give you an example what a flame is, so the green numbers on this is gonna be a flame. So attack power, magic attack, depending on what class you are, counts, and then whatever main stat you are, so int, dex, strength, luck, all stat, and there's a few other ones, but those are going to be your main flames. Now to get to the calculator work, you just look for the green numbers. Say you have 3 all stat and you have 14 int and your main stat is int, the total flame is going to be 38. So if you wanted to re-roll it and you're not sure if it's better or not, you can just change the values of these and it will tell you what it is. For the other calculator, this is going to be a crit calculator. This one only works if you have 100% crit. It pretty much tells you how much crit is worth compared to stat, and in this game crit is worth a ton of stat. So if you have like 8% crit, even a 3 line is not much better, if at all, than an 8% crit. So once I get the values working again, for some reason it's not working once I copied it over, I'll explain on the side how to use it. Now if you want to be really efficient, I recommend using Math Pro's calculator. Just follow the steps down to the bottom, and once you get to the bottom, you click either optimize hyperstats for mobbing or hyperstats for bossing, and then click optimize, and on the right it'll tell you how many points to put in each. At the top you can change to star forcing, cubing, legion is a really good one, so you can put whatever legion stats you have on here and it will pretty much do Tetris for you for your legion. Besides that, what I have coming soon, I'm going to have gear progression, money making, video demonstrations. I'm going to be updating it weekly. I'm going to improve the sheet. I'm going to be adding more theme dungeons and ways to make them faster. But besides that, I appreciate you watching the video. I hope this guide helps. I spent a decent amount of time making this sheet, but I have made a lot of them and I do enjoy making them. If it helped at all, if you can drop a like and a comment, anything that is constructive criticism I'll take. So if you have any ideas, go ahead and put it in the comments and I'll try to add it to it as soon as possible. Besides that, have a lovely day. Peace.